Hello students, welcome to Anne's classes. Let's do factorization, chapter 13. In 7, we're going to factorize this expression here. So what are the steps to follow? We take the first term and the third term and we multiply. So x square into minus 72. This will give us minus 72x. Now we take the middle term minus x and we have to split it up. We have to split that into two terms. So now we are going to find two numbers that will multiply to give us minus 72 and that will add to give us just minus 1. So what do we do here? We're going to take this number 72 and we're going to try to find the factors of 72. So let's begin. We can start by saying 1 into 72 is 72. Okay. Now, when I multiply these two numbers, I get 72. But if I try to add up these two numbers, 1 plus 72, I will get 73. Now, I need to get only 1. Here there is only one x, so my answer should be just 1. So it's not 1 and 72. So let's look at all the other numbers that give us 72. Now the next one is 2 into 36. 2 into 36 will give us 72, but it will not give us 1, isn't it? When I add it up, I will not get 1. Now, what about 3? 3 into 24. This also will give us 72, but if you multiply, you get 72, but when you add, you don't get 1. Then we have 4. 4 into 18, that is 4 into 18 will give us 72, but it will not add up to 4 and 18 will not add up to give us 72. Then let's take 6. 6 12s are 72. Then we'll go on to 7. 7 doesn't give us, so 8. 8 9s are 72. Okay, now look at this. Now when you multiply 8 into 9, you get 72. And if we have to get minus 72, we have to put a sign to one of these numbers. So now let me take 8 and 9 here. Now if I take 8 here and 9, I need to add up to get 1. So what can I do? If I make this minus, okay, if I make this minus 9, what will my answer be? Okay, so my next step will be when I open the brackets 8 minus 9, and since the sign of the bigger number is minus, I put minus sign. 9 minus 8 is 1. So when I add up 8 plus minus 9, I get minus 1. If I multiply these same two numbers, that is 8 into minus 9, what do I get? Minus 72. So I'm able to get minus 72 and I'm able to get minus 1. So minus 72 is here and this is minus 1. So if I have to split this up, I have to split it up into 8 and minus 9. So let me split this up and write 8x minus 9x. What do I get? 8x minus 9x. I'll get back minus x. So these are my two terms. I have split up this middle term into 8x and minus 9x. So now let's write it here. So the first term here is x squared. That remains the same. We have split only minus x. So we're going to write minus x is split up into 8x minus 9x. And the last term we write it as it is. Now we're going to take the first two terms and the next two terms and look out for common factors. In the first two terms, I can see x that is common, isn't it? So I can take out 1x. So let me take out 1x and the rest I'm going to put within brackets. So I need to get x square. So x into x will give me x square. So I can put that x inside, plus the next term is 8x and I already have x here. So I just have to put this 8 inside, plus 8. So I have done this here. I've removed the common factor and I put the other factors inside. I'm going to do the same thing here. So here I'm going to pick out a common factor. So minus is common, so let's put minus outside. And 9 and 72. 9 is common, isn't it? Because 9 8s are 72. So I can put 9 outside. Now inside the brackets, if I put x alone, because I've already removed minus 9, I've put x here. So minus 9 into x will give me minus 9x. I get this back. Now here I have a minus sign which I have already put outside. So here I can put a plus sign. So 9 into what will give me 72? 9 8s are 72. So I can put the 8 inside and close brackets. Remember, here I have x plus 8. Here also I need to get x plus 8. So we have to put a sign carefully. Now you can check this once again. Check and see whether you're getting this. Minus 9x. Okay, minus 9x. Minus into plus is minus. 9 8s are 72. We are getting it. So now we can get our factors here. Let's get the first one. We can write the one within brackets first, x plus 8. And the next one, we take this x and minus 9. So we get x minus 9. So this is our answer, x plus 8 and x minus 9. Question 8, 3a square minus 5a plus 2. We follow the same method. We take the product of the first term and the last term. So that will be 3a square into 2. So this will give us 3 2s are 6, 6a square. Now let's take the middle term, which is minus 5a. And we are going to split this up into two terms. So now what do we have to look for? We have to look for two numbers. When you multiply, you get 6, and when you add, you get minus 5. So how do we do that? So we take 6 and we write the factors of 6. So 1, 6 is our 6, isn't it? So we've got that. Now let's take these two numbers, 1 and 6, and let's see if we add, we get 5. So here if I take 1 plus 6, I will get 7, isn't it? Now if I take 1 minus 6, if I take 1 plus minus 6, I will get minus 5. So I'm getting minus 5. If I take 1 and minus 6, I'll get minus 5. So when I add up these two, I get minus 5. When I multiply, do I get that? Let's see. 1 into minus 6 is how much? Minus 6. But look at this. Here we have 6. I need to get 6 and not minus 6. So I cannot take 1 and minus 6. Now if I change the sign of 1, it will still be minus 1 into 6. I will still get minus 6. So I cannot take 1 and 6. So let's look at other factors of 6. What are the other factors of 6? 2 3s are 6. Okay. Now 2 into 3 is 6. Now let's see if we add up those whether we'll get 5. 2 plus 3 is 5. We're getting 5. But here as you can see, I need to get minus 5. To get minus 5, I need to put a minus sign for both. So if I put minus 2 here plus minus 3, I will get minus 5. Now if I take this minus 2 and multiply it by minus 3, what do I get? Minus into minus is plus, 2 3s are 6. So here I can get plus 6 like this, and I can get minus 5 when I add up these two. So what are my two terms now? Two numbers that give me 6 minus 5 when I add minus 2 and minus 3, and those two itself when I multiply I get 6. So let's take these two numbers. So I can write it here. So minus 5a can be minus 2a plus minus 3a. So that will give me minus 5a. So we have split our middle term. So let's come back to the question here. First term as it is 3a square minus 5a. I have split it into minus 2a and plus minus 3a. This is minus 3a. So let's write that minus 2a minus 3a. Now the last term is plus 2. We write it as it is. So after this step, the next thing is now take the first two terms here and the first two terms here, and now pick out the common term. So here what is common? Common here is a. A is common. So I'm going to take a out here. So 1a if I remove, now here what is left? From 3a square I've removed 1a. So 3 is left and 1a is left. So that will be 3a. I can put the minus sign. And now from 2a, 2a is removed. So I have only 2. I can put that 2 here. Right. Now here again, I need to get 3a minus 2 when I factorize this also. So let's do that. So here I'm going to put a minus sign here. What is common? There is nothing that's common, isn't it? There's nothing. When nothing is common, I put 1. And then I write the same thing. So minus 1, that is here, into what will give me 3a? I need to write the same thing, 3a. So now minus 1 into 3a is minus 3a. Now I need to get plus, but I have a minus here. How will I get plus? If I have one more minus here. So minus into minus is plus, and I put 2. So now minus 1 into 3a is minus 3a. Minus 1 into minus 2 is plus 2. So can you see I've got 3a minus 2, 3a minus 2. So let's take this first two terms here, that is here a minus 1. So that will be the first factor. Let's write that. So that is a minus 1, and then what is within brackets? 3a minus 2. You can put this in any order, both of these. A minus 1 can be written first or after this. So this is my answer, a minus 1 and 3a minus 2. Question 9. So here also, let's take the first term and the last term. So 2a square into 26b square. So we multiply both. So 2 into 26 is 52 and a square b square. So now what is the number that we are looking at? We are looking at the number 52. Now let's take the middle term. Middle term is minus 17ab. Minus 17ab. I'm going to split this up. Okay. So when I add up two numbers, I should get minus 17ab. So now what we have to do is we're going to take 52 and look at the factors of 52. 52 factors is 1 into 52. So by now you know how to do this. 1 into 52 will give us 52, but you will not get 17. We need to get 17. Then let's go to the next one. 2. 2 into 26 will give us 52, but it will not give you, when you add, it will not give you 17. What are the other factors of 52? Now if I take 4, 4 into 13 is 52. Okay, now let's look carefully. 4 into 13 is giving us 52. When I add up both these, I get 17. But I need to get minus 17. So let's take these two numbers. So I have minus 4. Suppose I take minus 4 plus minus 13. What do I get? When I changed both the numbers to the negatives, minus 4 and minus 13, signs are the same. So we put the same sign and we add. So 4 plus 13 is 17. So we've got minus 17. So when you add it up, you get minus 17. What do we get when we multiply the same numbers? So minus 4 into minus 13, minus into minus is plus, 4 into 13 is 52. So can you see, when I multiply these two numbers, I get 52, which is here. And when I add up these two numbers, I get minus 17, which is here. So these are my two numbers when I split minus 17 AB. So how will I write this? So this is going to be minus 4AB plus minus 13AB. So when you add up those two, you get minus 17AB. So let's go back to the question here. We'll write the first term as it is, 2a square. And now we have split this minus 17ab. We have split it into minus 4ab plus minus 13ab. So minus 4ab plus minus 13ab. And then the last term plus 26b square. So now we're going to take the first two terms and the next two terms and going to get our factors from this. Pick out the common term. Now 2 is common, isn't it? 2 2s are 4, so that 2 I can take. This one a that is common to both. So I can take 2a out, and inside what is left? If I remove 2a, there's only one a left, so I write a, and here it's minus, and I already have 2 here, so 2 2s are 4. So my number is 2. I have one a here, so I don't have to write this a. Now I have b, which I need to write. A minus 2b. Okay, so I need to get a minus 2b again. So here we're going to put a minus sign because 13 has a minus sign. Now what is common here? 13 and 26. 13 ones are 13, 13 twos are 26. That means 13 is common. So I can take 13 outside. What else is common? I have a here, but there is no a there. I have a b and there is a b square. So b is common, so I can take one b outside. Now let's put what is remaining inside. So here I have minus 13b. Here I have minus 13ab. So only a is missing. I can put a here. And here I have a plus sign. Now here I have a minus sign. If I put that same plus sign here, minus into plus becomes minus. So here I have to put the plus sign itself. Plus. Then I have 13 here and this is 26. So 13 into 2. 13 into 2 is 26. Then I have one b here, but here it is b square, so I need to put that b there. So now, can you see this is a minus 2b and this is a plus 2b. So what has gone wrong here? This we have to change. This sign, instead of plus, we have to put a minus sign. Now you can check your answer and see. Minus into minus is plus. 13 into 2 is 26. B into B is B square. So here we have A minus 2B. Here also we should get A minus 2B. Now let me take these two and write it first as the first factor. So that is 2A minus 13B. So 2A minus 13B, and the other one within brackets is A minus 2B. So these are my common factors. This is my answer. Question 10. So here also let's follow the same rule. Let's multiply the first term and the last term. So 2x square into minus 6y square is minus 12x square y square. Now let's take the middle term xy. We have to split this middle term into two numbers, two terms that will give us xy when we add it. So now we're going to go back to our product here, minus 12. Let's take minus 12. So let's take 12 first and think of all the factors of 12. So we have 1 12s are 12. So when you multiply, you get 12, but when you add, you don't get 1. So it is understood that this is 1 here. We need to get 1. Okay, then what are the other factors of 12? Now 2 6s are 12. This also, when 2 and 6, when you add, you don't get 1. You need to get 1 because we multiply to get 12, but you must add to get 1. Then we finish 1 and 2. Let's go to 3. 3 times 4. 3 4s are 12. Okay, 3 4s are 12. Now 3 and 4. Let's take these two numbers, 3 and 4. So if I take 3 plus 4, what do I get? 7. What should I get? I should get 1. So how can I change this in such a way that I get 1? Okay. So if I change the sign of this number, minus 3, I can make it minus 3 plus 4. What is my answer? Signs are different. So I put the sign of the bigger number and I subtract 4 minus 3 is 1. So I've got 1. So minus 3 plus 4 will give me 1. Now let me multiply and see whether I'm getting minus 12. So minus 3 into 4, minus into plus is minus 3 4s are 12. So can you see? So these two numbers, when I add it up, I get 1. When I multiply, I get minus 12. So these are the numbers that I can split this into. So let's write that. So minus 1xy is minus 3 plus minus 3xy. Minus 3xy plus 4xy. So can you see I have split this into two terms, minus 3xy plus 4xy. When I work this out, I'll get this. And when I multiply this, I will get this. Okay. Let's go back to the question. The first term as it is. The second term we have split. We have got minus 3xy plus 4xy. And then the last term as it is, minus 6y square. Now take the first two terms and the next two terms. And let's look out for the common factors here. Now the numbers are not common, but there is an x that's common. So I can take x. So here I have removed one x from here. So what is left of this term? 2 and one more x. So that will be 2x. And here I have a minus sign. So I have removed the x. So what is left? Minus 3y. Minus 3y. Now here, remember, I need to get minus this 2x minus 3y here also. So let's look out for the common terms here. What is common? Now both 4 and 6 are divisible by 2. So I can say plus 2. Now what else is common? X is not common, but y is common. There is one y here and two y's there. So I can take one y out here. And now I can put the rest in brackets. So here I have 2y, here I have 4xy. So 2 into 2 is 4. So I can put two 2's here and there is an x. Then I go here minus. Now here I have 2. 2 into what is 6? 2 into 3 is 6. I have one y here. Here it is y square. So 1 is already here. So I just need to put one more y. So now can you see 2x minus 3y is there in both the brackets. So now let's take the first one, that is x plus 2y, and the other one in brackets 2x minus 3y. So we've got this and this is our answer. Question 11. Here also, let's do the same thing. Let's take the first term and the third term and multiply. So 4c square into minus 10 will make it minus 40c square. Now we're going to take the middle term 3c and we're going to split it. So we're going to look at 40. We have to remember it's minus 40, but first we're going to look at the factors of 40. 1 into 40 is 40. But when you add up these, you will not get 3. You need to get 3. So let's go ahead. 2 into 20 is 40. It will not give us 3. 3 into nothing. Now 4 tens are 40. Then we have 5. 5 eights are 40. Now look at 5 and 8. When you multiply, you get 40. Now let's try adding these. So here 5 plus 8 is 13. Now we need to get 3. So let's minus and see. So when I put the minus sign here, suppose I say minus 5 plus 8, what do I get? I get plus 8 minus 5 is 3. I get 3, isn't it? So when I say minus 5 plus 8, I get plus 3. What if I multiply these two? Minus 5 into 8. What do I get? Minus 5 eights are 40. I get minus 40. So can you see when I multiply, I get minus 40. When I add, I get plus 3. So what are the two terms? Minus 5 and 8. So I'm going to split 3c into minus 5c plus 8c. Now look at this. Minus 5c plus 8c. When you work this out, what do you get? 3c. So we have split 3c into minus 5c plus 8c. So let's write it here. So that will be the first term as it is 4c square, and plus 3c we have split it into minus 5c plus 8c, and we have minus 10. Again, let's take the first two terms and the next two terms. What is common here? 4 and 5, the numbers are not common, but there are two c's here and one c. So I can take out one c. So when I take out one c, what is left? 4 and one more c. And here what is left? Minus only 5 is left because c is already outside. Now here also remember I need to get 4c minus 5. So how do I do that? Let's look for what's common. What is common here is 2, isn't it? Because 2 is, both these numbers are divisible by 2. So I can take 2 outside. So if I take plus 2 here, what will I write inside? 2 into what is 8? 4. And I need to write c. And if I have to get minus, I need to put a minus here. 2 into what is 10? 2 5s are 10. So here can you see I've got 4c minus 5. Here also 4c minus 5. So first let's take this c plus 2. So let's write that as the first factor, c plus 2, and the other one is 4c minus 5. So this is our answer, c plus 2 and 4c minus 5. Question 12, 14x squared plus x minus 3. So let's multiply the first term and the third term. So 14x squared into minus 3. So this makes it minus 14 into 3 is 42x squared. Now let's take the next one, that is plus x. Plus x means plus 1x. So we have to find two numbers which will add up to give you 1 and multiply to give you 42. So let's take 42 first. Let's look at all the factors. So 1 into 42, okay, multiplied you get 42, but you won't get 1 when you add it up. So let's go to 2. 2 into 21. 2 into 21 is 42. Now let's go to 3. Now 3 into 14 is 42. When you multiply, you get 42, but you don't get 1 when you add these two numbers. Now let's go to 4. 4 doesn't go in that. Let's go to 6. 6 sevens are 42. When you multiply both, you get 42. Now let's try adding these two numbers. Now if I take 6 plus 7, 6 plus 7 will give us 13. If I change the sign of one of these numbers, suppose I change the sign of 6 to minus 6. Minus 6 plus 7 is how much? It will be plus 1. So when I add up minus 6 and 7, I get 1. When I multiply minus 6 and 7, what do I get? Minus 6 into 7, minus into plus is minus, 6 sevens are 42. So here can you see, when I take these two numbers and multiply, I get minus 42, which is here. minus 42. And when I add up these two numbers, I get plus 1, which is here. That means these are the two terms that I can split this into. So this becomes minus 6x plus 7x. So let's write it down here. So here it becomes, the first one remains the same, 14x square. We have split plus x into minus 6x and plus 7x. So let's write that, minus 6x plus 7x. And then we have minus 3. Let's take the first two terms and the first two terms. Now what is common here? Both these numbers 14 and 6 are divisible by 2. So let 2 is common, that means. So we take 2. And here I can see one x squared and here this one x. So that means x is also common. So I can write that x here. And inside what do I say? So I have 2x here. Now 2 into 7 is 14. So I write 7 and there's one more x. Then I put a minus sign. I have 2 here and 6 here. 2 3's are 6. So I can write 3 here. 2 3's are 6 and x is already there. So I stop with that. So here 7x minus 3, here also I need to get 7x minus 3. Let's go to this. 7x minus 3, what is common here? Nothing is common. So when nothing is common, we just write plus 1. And I can write the same thing in brackets, 7x minus 3. So here can you see, I have 7x minus 3 and 7x minus 3. So here let me take this term and put them together. So that becomes 2x plus 1. And here what do I have? 7x minus 3. So I've got my factors 2x plus 1 and 7x minus 3. So here I have 6 plus 7b minus 3b. It's in the other order. This is the ascending order here. Here we had, earlier we used to have 3b square first, isn't it? Now it's the other way. We can still multiply the first term and the third term. So 6 into minus 3b square. So this is minus 6 3's are 18b square. Now let's take the middle term 7b. We have to split this middle term. So first we're going to look at the number minus 18. Take only 18 and find the factors of 18. So 1 into 18 is 18. So when we multiply you get 18, but 1 and 18 will not give us 7 when you add. So let's go on to the next one. 2 9's are 18. Now, when you add or subtract these in a particular way, we get 7, isn't it? So let's take that. So 2 plus 9. If I add up both, what do I get? 2 plus 9 is 11. But I need to get 7. That means I can change the sign of one of these numbers to get a plus 7. So how do I do that? I'm going to give 2 a minus sign. Now let's try. So minus 2 plus 9 is plus 7. So can you see I've got 7. Now let's multiply these two and see what we get. Minus 2 into 9, minus 2 into 9 is minus 18. So we have got minus 18 here and minus 18. So I have split 7b into minus 2 plus 9. Let's write it there. So that is minus 2b plus 9b. Let's write it here now. So here what do we have? 6 as it is. We have split 7b into minus 2b plus 9b. And we have minus 3b square. Now take the first two terms, 6 minus 2b and 9b minus 3b. So here what is common? If you see 6 and 2, 2 is a common factor because both these are divisible by 2. So let's write 2 here. So that means 2 3's are 6. And here I already have 2, so I only have to write b. So 3 minus b. That means here also I must get 3 minus b plus. Now I'm going to take 9 and 3 here and look for the common factor. Both these numbers 9 and 3 are divisible by 3. So 3 is common. What else is common? I have 1b here and 2 b's here. So b is also common. I can take 1b out. Now what do I write inside? Now 3b is here. Now 3 into what is 9? 3 3's are 9. I already have the b, so I don't have to write. Plus into minus will give us minus, so I'll put a minus inside. Now here I have 3, so I don't have to write. I have 1b here and here I have 2, so I need to write only 1b. So now I have 3 minus b, 3 minus b. So write only this and this. So what do we get? 2 plus 3b and 3 minus b. So these are the factors and this is my answer. Question 14. Here also let's multiply the first term and the third term. 5 into minus 6x square minus 30x square. Middle term is 7x. We're going to split this 7x. So let's take 30. Factors of 30. 1 into 30. But it won't add up to give us 7. We need to get 7. 2 into 15. This will not add up to give us 7. 3 tens are 30. So 3 and 10. We can work on this to try and get us 7. So let's try. Let's take 3 plus 10. If we add up these, we get 13. Let me change the sign of one of these numbers. So let me make this minus 3. Minus 3 plus 10. What do I get? Plus 7. So I have got 7. When I add up these two numbers, I get 7. Now I need to multiply these two numbers. So minus 3 into 10 is minus 3. 10s are 30. So we've got minus 30 here and we've got 7 here. That means we can split up the 7x into minus 3 and plus 10. So let's write that there. Minus 3x plus, that's minus 3x plus 10x. This will give us plus 7x. So now the first one will be the same. 5 will remain the same. 7x we have split into minus 3x plus 10x. And the next one is minus 6x square. Let's take the first two terms and the next two terms. In the first one, what is common? Nothing is common, isn't it? Nothing is common. So we just have to write 1. We write 1 and in brackets we write 5 minus 3x. Let's go to the next part. Now here what is common? 10 and 6 are both divisible by 2. So I can take 2 outside and there is 1x here and 2x's here. So I can take one more x. So now what do I write inside? So 2 into 5 is 10. And there is an x already, so I don't have to write. Let's go to the next one. Then I write 2 into what is 6? 2 into 3 is 6. And here I have 1x and here I have 2 x's. I can put that x here. So when I put the x here, can you see? Here I have 5 minus 3x. Here also I have 5 minus 3x. So let's take this first. So that will be 1 plus 2x and 5 minus 3x. So I have my answer here. 1 plus 2x, 5 minus 3x. Question 15. Let's take again these two and let's multiply 4 into minus 14y square. So that is equal to minus 56y square. Now I have to split up for y plus y, that means plus 1y, I have to split it up into 2. So when I add, I should get that. So let's take the number 56 and let's find the factors of 56. 1 into 56 is 56 and when you add it up, you don't get 1. So now let's go to 2. 2 into 28 is 56. So this also when you multiply, you get 56, but when you add, you don't get 1. Then let's go to think of numbers. So by now you know, isn't it, how to get it. So think of two numbers that will multiply to give you 56 and that will add to give you 1. What about 7 eighths? Let's try. So here let's try that. 7 eighths are 56, isn't it? So 7 into 8 is 50. 7 plus 8. Let's take plus first. 7 plus 8 is 15. But what do I need to get? I need to get 1. So let's change the sign of any one of these. So I'll change the sign of minus of 7 to minus 7. So now what do I get? Now I get plus 1. So can you see? Minus 7 plus 8 is plus 1, where I get plus 1. Here I can't change the sign of 8. Why is it that I can't change the sign of 8 instead of 7? If I write minus 8, my answer will be minus 1, which will be wrong because here it is plus 1. Now let's multiply these two and see. So minus 7 into 8. Sign is minus, 7 eighths are 56. So here we have minus 56. Here also we have minus 56. That means I can split up 1y into minus 7 and plus 8. So this will be minus 7y plus 8y. Both will give me plus 1y. So let's write it here. 4 plus, I split y, plus 1y into minus 7y. So let's write that here. So this is minus 7y plus 8y minus 14y square. Now again take the first two terms and the next two terms. So here what do I have? Here as you can see there's nothing common. So I'm going to write 1. 1 into 4 minus 7y. Plus, now let's move to this one. Here we have 8 and 14. Here I can take out a common one. What is common? 2. Both 8 and 14 are divisible by 2. So I can take 2 out. And also y. There is one y here and 2y. So I can take out 1y. So now what will I get inside? 2 4s are 8. Y is already there. I'll go to the next one. 2 into what is 14? 2 7s are 14 and there is 1y. So again you can check 4 minus 7y, 4 minus 7y. Okay, then here we have 1 and plus 2y. So what do I have? 1 plus 2y and here we have 4 minus 7y. So we've got our answer 1 plus 2y and 4 minus 7y. So we will stop with this one. In our next video, we will continue with the remaining questions. Thank you, children.